Honestly, I'm at the point in my life where I can't even tell my friends whether I'm seeing someone or casually dating because I'm so excited about it and I tell them everything, and then 2 weeks later they're like, "What happened to Brad?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck's Brad?"
Regardless if she intended this to be a joke or not, there is no doubt this has a percentage of truth in it. How high of a percentage? Well, let's try to figure that out with a couple of hard truths. First hard truth is that she is hesitant to tell her friends about any new relationships because of her fear that they are short-lived. So that obviously says that it's happened multiple times with her to make it her new normal. Is that because all the men are like that, or is it because all the men she chooses to date are like that? The second hard truth is she can't really differentiate between seeing someone or casually dating because she treats them both as the same thing with her friends. And telling your friends everything about who you're dating quickly is an obvious red flag of you putting both your and his business out there. When men start seeing someone new, they rarely, if ever, tell their friends about any details too soon, as they understand that the vetting process takes time. But this woman looks like she likes the excitement Chads and Tyrones bring, so if I were to guess, I would put that percentage on the high side. Moving on.
Someone once asked me, what's it like dating after the age of 40? And I was like, it's kind of like when you go into a thrift store. You're just trying to find the least damaged thing that doesn't smell.
Good analogy, but the real question is, who is the one going into that thrift store looking for the least damaged thing? Is it men or women? I'm going to be fair here and admit that both men and women can fall into that category, no doubt. But the reality is women don't do shopping, aka do the approaching. That is something the men do overwhelmingly. So in keeping with that analogy, women place themselves on display for the shopper, aka the man, to approach. This is probably the part where my female viewers will object and call me a genderist of sorts. Well, to that I ask, how often do women ask men out on dates? Oh, rarely. So my point is valid. Also, let me point out, in her analogy, at the age of 40, women tend to be the more damaged / jaded / demanding in dating. They probably have living children, so the man must accept the package deal. They also have hard nose because of past experiences. They require men to be more understanding of their difficulties, all the while offering men in their 40s very little in terms of ROI. Think about it this way. A man in his 40s usually has extra income. So why would he be shopping in a thrift store for items with high mileage when he can go into a department store and afford to buy the newer unused model? Moving on.
So most of you know that I'm single, like single.
Is there another type of single I don't know about? I mean, right off the bat, she has to reassure everyone she is single 2 times. Single means not in a relationship, but occasionally delves with Chads or Tyrones. Single means she is off the CC for now.
And one thing I think is funny is all the excuses that men come up with why they can't or won't date you. So tonight, the excuse is, I can't date you because you're an ER nurse. I'm sorry, what? Like, does that make me a bad person?
Yeah, that kind of confirms what I thought about her first lines there. He probably doesn't want to date ER nurses because of the stereotypes that are said about them. I'm not one to repeat rumors, as that is not something I encourage, but at the same time, it must be acknowledged that just like women will turn a man down based on rumors, the same is done to them. What's good for the geese is good for the gander, or in this case, chicken heads maybe?
Are you serious? Why don't you go check out McDonald's for your next chick? Let me know how that works out for you. Because you're crazy.
And that shows how little she understands what men actually want. Men will happily date a girl who works at McDonald's, but women will not date a guy who makes less money than them. They quickly label it dating down, as if somehow their careers increase their SMV. It doesn't, lady. And to be honest, apart from what she has said so far, and the fact that she has issues with rejection, this just makes me think she definitely fits the stereotype.
Do me a favor. Do me the biggest favor and don't ever fucking settle. Don't settle for a job, don't settle for a person, just don't settle. I promise you it's not worth it. I know at the time you think that you'll be happy and you'll be fine, but I promise you, it won't be. You deserve the best.
Don't settle for a job and not settling for a man are in the same category? No. But this once again shows that women do believe that they go together. Why? Because women actually think that their jobs increase their SMV. And the sad reality is it really does almost nothing to increase her SMV in most men's eyes. Just because you ladies find it attractive in men does not mean men find it attractive in you. Also, not selling for a man is funny to me. How do you know he is not the one selling for you? And the enigma I keep finding over and over again in these videos is the "you deserve better" line. My question is, why? How is it that you deserve better for just being a woman? You don't.
And then once you start having the best, you'll realize just how great life can be. And then you can actually start living again.
I have questions. What is the best? What do you mean by that? And how can you guarantee the best is just going to come to you? Does turning a relationship down automatically transform a woman's life into a Disney film? Wait a minute. Maybe it does. And this is how we get the Cruella de Vil's, Ursulas, and Yzmas in today's dating. Who knew? If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.